Alright guys, let's go on to chapter 3. Mayor Jacqueline, this case is such a mind boggle. Everyone we talked to has admitted wanting Salvador dead. All except Marconi. I'm telling you, Marconi's hiding something from us, and we can find out what if you haven't put our restraining order on me. Wait a second. That's it. Jacqueline, that's the orders only against me. Why don't you take Ramirez and go back to Marconi? Okay. Really? You're letting me part in the investigation? Wow. I'm sure you'll do good, Ramirez. Just don't act too nervous. And when you can, Jacqueline, join me in a search of the sewers. There's something I'd like to check. Alright then. But before we get all stinky, let's talk with Marconi with Ramirez. You gotta be kidding me. Do I have to put our restraining order on the whole police department? We only want to ask you a few more questions, Mr. Linguini, sir. It's Marconi, you idiot. Why don't you go talk to someone like Ash Bison? He's just become the Viper's new gang leader. Thank you for the lead, Mr. Tortelli, but dude, get the names right. It's Marconi, you fucking imbecile. Damn it, you made me spit out my gum. Sorry, he's just bad with names. Did you notice Marconi has a big oil stain on his clothes? It kept distracting me. I agree, Major Jacqueline. Ash Bison is becoming the Viper's gang leader is an information you should follow up on. Maybe I shouldn't talk to Marconi anymore. He makes me nervous. But you're right, Major Jacqueline. We still have a better look at his club. Let's take a look at the club. This is like the top thing. Okay, so there is the cell phone, which probably has clues in it. Oh, there it is. Nope, not a clue. It's a key. Oh, an asthma inhaler. That's definitely a clue. Some shades and some dice. Oh, a burger that's on the floor randomly, and a pool stick. Well done, you mean, Major Jacqueline. It looks like an asthma inhaler. What exactly do we do with this now that we found it? Well, we examine it. Right, of course. Thank you, Major Jacqueline. Let's examine this inhaler for possible fingerprints. Of course, we have a few other people to question. Why don't we talk with Ash before we do that? Again, amazing police work, guys. So we found out the new leader of the Vipers. As if it were a big secret. Yeah, I'm pretty happy. And let me know when you catch Salvador's killer so I can send them a thank you card. But I'm no idiot. I know Marconi will always be the true boss of this district. Those who forget that, die. One last thing, Ash. How explain that oil stain you have there? Seriously? You ain't so bright after all. I spent most of my time in the Viper's pit. Of course I'm getting it stained. Well, you were just curious. He was just curious. Let's take a look at this asthma inhaler and get some more energy while we're at it. Alright. Great job, Major Jacqueline. It's such an honor to watch an expert like you at work. Now we should send his fingerprint to Alex for possible identification. Very well, Major Jacqueline, you're the boss. Let's see what we can find in the sewers. Ah, Jacqueline, you're here. Let's get right to work. Okay, this knife seems... Yep, it's a clue. And there's a random skull. Kinda wish that was a clue. Because seriously, why is there a random skull in that plate in a sewer? Although it does remind me of the skull at Disneyland. Because they used to use real skeletons in the Pirates of the Caribbean thing. Well, Jacqueline, by now I know better than not to trust your instincts. So if you think this knife's important, you must be right. There's a serial number engraved on it, but it's too faded to read. Jacqueline, do you think you can decipher this number for us? Sure. Excuse me? Well, play me, Jacqueline. Let's have Alex run a serial number through the database, see if we can trace its owner. And I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, guys, let's take a look at the results of our serial of the file and the fingerprint. The knife belongs to a certain Samuel Bennett. As this military issued, it was easy enough to trace. However, the only thing I managed to find on Samuel Bennett was an old military photo. Sorry, I couldn't find more. This is weird. Maybe I've seen this man recently. Oh my gosh, it's 1-2 Sam. Well, if you have, you've seen a ghost. Samuel Bennett disappeared from the system a long time ago, like he's completely vanished. It's One-Tooth Sam. Wait a minute. Yes, that's it. Jacqueline, I know who this photo reminds me of. But look at the base. Look at the base. It's changed a lot since the photo was taken, but the smile's the same. It's One-Tooth Sam. Oh no, Jacqueline, this isn't good. I don't think Sam just happened to lose his knife. I think it's much more likely he wanted it to be lost for good. Jacqueline, Sam's acting like a guilty man. But let's go talk to him and hope he has a perfectly innocent explanation for this. Excuse me. That photo looked like it was from Vietnam. So I ran that fingerprint through the database, and without sounding too geeky, I cross-examined it and isolated the print's patterns. And it turns out the fingerprint belongs to none other than Tony Marconi. You mean that? Yep. Marconi's an asthmatic. Well, Mr. Jacqueline, I hope I was of help. All I can say is it was a pleasure working with you. I might need you again if we're talking to Marconi. Alright, Sam, what you gotta say? Yes, that's my knife, but you gotta understand, Alright, the Viper's made our lives hell, and Salvador comes and terrorizes one of the girls out here at the camp. I had to do something. I'm old, my asthma's getting worse, so I thought even if I got caught, it wouldn't matter. All I knew was Salvador had to die. But when I got to the virus pit and I saw Salvador, I chickened out. No matter how much I hated him, I just couldn't bring myself to kill a man. Truth is, I'm a weak, pathetic old man. I couldn't do anything right in my life. You're not so weak, Sam. You're the pillar of your community. Your people depend on you. And besides, it's our job to take care of such monsters. Poor Sam, I thought I knew him well. But there are a lot of elements which incriminate him. I hope he's telling the truth. I would hate to see such a kind-hearted man be locked up for trying to save his community. And during the Vietnam War, people were drafted. That was the last time the U.S. ever had a draft. Jacqueline, I can't believe this, but this might just turn out to be our first unsolved case. It looks like it's going to be back to car patrolling for me. Mayor Jacqueline, Jones, I'm looking all over for you. Me and my boys, we often look around the garbage cans for things we could use. Well, while looking inside one of them, we found what looked like blood-stained glass. Now, normally we wouldn't pay it no mind, but as it was near a fibrous pit, I thought I'd best bring it to you. Thank you, Sam. This could well be the last piece of the puzzle. Speaking of puzzles, Jacqueline, do you think you can reassemble these pieces back together? Yeah, it better be easier than this one I tried working on this afternoon. I eventually gave up on that one because I got fed up with it. And you go. Ta-da! Well done, Jacqueline. This looks like the neck of a glass bottle, and it's definitely covered in blood. Let's not waste any time and send it straight to the lab. Here you go, Grace. And we'll be right back. And we got the result of a smashed bottle. The glass from the bottle matches the shards of glass found inside Salvador's skull. And the blood that was on the bottle also matches the victim's blood. So congratulations, Jacqueline. You found us our murder weapon. And if that weren't exciting enough, there's also a different type of blood on that bottle. It wasn't Salvador's, but your killer's. Thanks to your great detective work, we now know your killer's blood type is type AB positive. Yes. And now we can arrest the guy. Or gal. Jacqueline, looks like we're finally able to catch our killer, but we can't afford to be wrong about this, so be extra careful. Got it. I know it's definitely not Sam or Marconi, because spoilers, they do appear in other ones, like future chapters, and it's this guy. Oh wait, dark crap! I just wasted a star. No, crap. Fuck. I'm having an off day. It was him. I forgot to check Marconi because, yeah. The game's up, Marconi. You're under arrest for the murder of Salvador Cordero. I was wondering why you managed to get me for this, but I guess I almost made it too easy for you. I was thinking the same thing. How can a man be so careful for so far suddenly make such a lousy mistake? Sam was the one that made the mistake, not me, Jones. I was going to pay that big-headed idiot a visit to remind him who the true boss is around here. But then when I got to see the garage, I saw him hurting Ginger. Can you believe it? That pig's trying to have his way with her. You mean you killed him to protect Ginger? You don't hit women. You just don't. You don't hit anyone. I'm glad you were there for Ginger, Tony, but you shouldn't have killed him. Offenders should be put behind bars, not 6 feet underground. Someone had to take trash out. You know, Jones? You and I are alike. We both do whatever it takes to protect our community. You got it all wrong, Marconi. You think you're above the law, and I'm here to remind you that the law is above everybody. Well, not even the law is above the law. Do you have anything to add, Mr. Marconi? Yeah, putting me behind bars with something I did would be a real crime here. You killed a man, Mr. Marconi, a human being. I'm sorry, but by assaulting Ginger, Salvador, you have his right to be called a human, which in my book also means giving up the right to live. Maybe, but in my book the rules are simple. A life is a life, and it is definitely not yours to give or take. Let's just agree to disagree. Shut the fuck up, man. Mr. Marconi, I can see here that there's no way to make you realize you're a crime. You're deluded and a menace to society. I hereby sentence you to 20 to life. I'll never forget what you did for me, Tony. Don't worry about it, doll. With all the lawyers I have, I'll be out of here before you can blink. Congratulations, Jacqueline. You finally arrested Marconi. And now you can finally let it go. But I gotta admit, I'm kinda annoyed we caught him for this. And not for one of his other countless dirty crimes. Mr. Jacqueline, King wants to see you in his office immediately. Ah, Jacqueline, there you are. There's someone very important who I'd like you to meet personally. It's an honor to meet you, Jacqueline. I've heard so many excellent things about you. Wait a second, that's the wrong voice. It's an absolute honor to meet you, Jacqueline. I've met so many excellent things about you. The citizens of this town are lucky to have you. Lord knows they need you. Keep up the good work, Jacqueline. Jacqueline, how does it feel to be congratulated by the mayor himself? I've got to say, I'm extremely proud of you. It reminds me of a vulture. And as long as we got gift from us in Grimsboro, we'll have a need for people like you, Major Jacqueline. And I'm gonna let my voice rest.